So, Jamie Foxx is out of the hospital, and as it was expected, the actor immediately started speaking about Diddy, who allegedly was behind his medical complication. If you think that Jamie was speaking of Diddy poisoning him or something like buckle up because the Oscar-winning actor aimed higher and exposed Diddy's fondness of young boys, well, we all know about Diddy's wild love affairs with men, but who could ever guess that his has a cringe-worthy taste for teenagers? Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. So, Jamie Foxx is out of hospital after an unknown medical complication, and boy, it seems like the bombshells he drops after being released are going to destroy someone's reputation. The Oscar-winning actor and singer's daughter, Foxx, shared an update on Instagram saying that her dad is at home and recovering, and even hinted about some exciting announcement coming out soon. Well, no one ever expected that the exciting news Jamie Foxx has to share would be concerning Diddy's shady secrets, and this time it's beyond disgusting. The actor is ready to spill the beans on how the infamous music producer allegedly traumatized young male artists and took them to his parties.
He's with me, so and we gonna go.
Well, Jamie feels sad that couldn't speak about such things earlier, and apparently many lives have been ruined because of the music mogul's creepy preferences. And while Diddy is convinced that he is kinda untouchable because there is no proof, it seems like some long-forgotten footage of the infamous producer spending 2 full days with 15-year-old Justin Bieber caught public's attention. The whole thing sounds quite innocent, and the recording portrays Diddy as an awesome grown-up friend who spoils young Justin, promising him with a Lambo for his 16th birthday and getting him a huge mansion by the time he turns 18.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you it's gonna be yours.
While it all looks cool on cameras, and I bet millions of other young talented boys were kind of jealous of Justin at that moment, many people suspected the entire idea of a grown-up man spending 2 full days with a teething teenager looks creepy and disturbing, and Diddy's lavish gifts, whether he was joking or not, reminded many people some classic grooming move. What looks the worst in the whole story that Diddy is 25 years older than Justin. So if you're a parent yourself, can you imagine letting your teenage child to freely hang out with a 40-year-old party lover? Well, Justin seems to have come to his senses, and after that episode, he tried to distance himself from the producer and even sever all the ties, but Diddy wasn't the kind to just let a sweet and innocent child go. There's another video where the music mogul clearly intimidates still underage Justin by drilling him with uncomfortable questions.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Judging by Justin's reaction, he never expected to hear such a question. And let me tell you, the way Diddy was towering over the teenage boy and making him so nervous and uncomfortable, it just doesn't look healthy at all.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my...
This disturbing conversation just gave people another reason to speculate if Diddy crossed any lines during his 48 hours with Justin and kind of things the poor boy had to endure while being mentored by the infamous producer. It's hard not to notice that Justin seems to be dealing with some kind of trauma he had acquired earlier in his life, and it seems like it has something to do with the singer's encounter with Diddy and his wild parties. With so many people saying that Justin's experience with Diddy had traumatized the singer forever, and he can't get over that period of his life. No matter how hard he tries to move on, Jamie's accusations look quite credible. Well, Justin himself has never said a single thing against Diddy, and it seems like the singer needs more time to face his personal trauma and admit what had happened to him while he was only 15 years old. While it all looks kinda sad and disgusting, even the mere thought of an adult man hanging out with a teenager, unfortunately, this is not the first time Diddy takes a young boy away from his family for so-called mentorship. The first known victim of the producer was R&B singer Usher, who finally found enough courage to talk about the time he spent living with Diddy under one roof. And let me remind you that Usher was 14 years old at that time, when his mother sent him away to another side of the country to live with a grown-up man in his so-called puffy flavor camp. As the singer revealed in his interview to Howard Stern, Diddy introduced him to the adult lifestyle, and we can only guess what this means, with Usher saying things like, he wasn't disciplinary, he was letting me be a young man. According to Usher, he had a chance to witness some wild things during the time he spent with the music mogul, but he never went into details. But knowing Diddy's love for insane shenanigans and orgies, we can only imagine, or I'd rather won't, what kinds of things Usher was exposed to as a teenager. I got a chance to see some things. I went there to see the lifestyle, and I saw it. Well, Usher was less lucky than Justin Bieber because he had to spend the whole year under Diddy's patronage. And many people are still wondering how could that have happened and what Usher's mom was thinking of when she allowed her teenage son to spend days and nights with an adult man who is not even the family. Well, maybe it's time to actually expose all Diddy's activities, and if Usher and Justin are still too traumatized, ashamed, or scared to tell the truth, it seems like Jamie Foxx is more than ready to help them be more courageous. Jamie already ended up in hospital for speaking about Diddy's wild parties and even having compromising footage on the music mogul.
You gotta let me film this, the whole thing. We need to document this, Playboy. He was like,
Many people are confident that Diddy's behavior is at very least alarming, and while such things as partying and sleeping with teenagers are presented as unique experience for kids, it leaves me wonder what other signs of grooming the public wasn't allowed to see. As one user commented, a 40-year-old gifting a teen a car is very creepy. Maybe it was nothing, but it looks very suspicious. Who does that? And another user added, Puff's been doing this to young up and coming male artists for years. Justin and Usher are definitely not where the rumors begin and end. And is Puffy's flavor camp? Usher's revelations made fans wonder whether the singer is simply ashamed of admitting the truth, or is this his defense mechanism to cope with the disturbing memories from his teenage years? Because when Howard asked him if he wants the same experience for his own kids, Usher's response was immediate, and he said, no way, no earth. Well, while Diddy feels that is protected from all allegations from his artists, it seems like he is no stranger to giving himself away. Like at that event where the music producer was caught on camera spilling that he had waking up with Usher in the same bed. Diddy was a bit drunk at that moment, and I guess wasn't clearly thinking about what he was saying. When Usher joined him and Kevin Hart, Diddy said, without even thinking, that's my brother right here, from day one we used to wake up, and I mean, damn pause. But check this out. However, such revelation never turned into a major scandal, and many people chose to make jokes about an adult man admitting that he was sleeping in one bed with a teenager. This video gave a start to many gay jokes about Diddy and Usher, and no one ever bothered to mention that Usher was still underage at this point. It looks like the majority of people were too occupied with Diddy's love interest more than the fact that he had done something disturbing. By what it looks, Diddy tries to divert all attention from his creepy actions by making people discuss his love, life, and affairs. And while we should stop thinking about who he sleeps with because it's his business, the thing that requires our attention is whether the music mogul gets consent for all his encounters and whether any underage artists were involved in any uncomfortable situations with this man. Diddy certainly has enough influence to make people do what they want, and he even brags about it, saying that he has enough money to make everyone dance to his tune, and there are no limits whatsoever. And that's why Jamie Foxx comes to young artists' rescue. He had seen enough to know what Diddy does to people, and how he forces them into relationships they don't really want. But as Jamie thinks, they don't have another choice, because the way Diddy can elevate one's career to unimaginable heights, the same way he wouldn't hesitate to crush it, and the person who doesn't follow his orders as well. But what Diddy fails to understand is that the times have changed, and he can't get away with his criminal activities as easily as he did before. Young talents would think twice before joining Diddy's label after all these allegations and rumors surrounding his reputation. And as many people believe, it's better to work 10 times harder than to sing any contract with Bad Boy Records and basically turning into Diddy's slave or even worse. But could this mean the end of Diddy's reign? Considering how serious these allegations are, plus knowing that Jamie potentially still has that footage, maybe there's hope that we would soon witness Diddy not on the luxury yacht, but behind the bars, serving time for his atrocities. And if more celebrities joined Jamie Foxx in his fight against the music mogul, this world would become a better place way faster. As one user wrote, I hope this is just the beginning of this all coming out. I hope he gets busted. And another user added, I hope Justin tells his story one day, but it's sad because he won't. Y'all know what happened, they speak up. The more people start to talk about the issue, the faster it can be resolved. And hopefully, with the help of Jamie Foxx, more male artists would come forward and reveal what Diddy had done to them. And what do you reckon? Will Diddy be able to get away as usual? Or is he finally going down after such serious accusations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other videos about Diddy and how he tries to cover his criminal activities. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I promise to be back very soon.